All right, Shalom. This is Gamali Allah out of Great Millstone, Atlanta. Want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all the Akim that are pushing out this truth and sincerity. Now, this video and it's going to be entitled, "Oh my, you dudes are just wicked." All right, and this is a response to ISUPK, their whole recent thing, where you had the individual, I don't know his name, but basically he said that, he was saying in response to the Will Smith and Chris Rock, he said that Chris Rock should pop Will Smith's wife, Jada. All right, which is totally off. Totally, there's no way you can justify and spin that. No way that you can use the scriptures to say to twist that. There's no possible way. Okay, you dudes are just wicked. But what's gonna happen is, you're gonna find well, first of all, you're gonna find judgment for what you're saying. Okay. So let's just get straight into it. Then I'm gonna get some precepts, and then
It's 05. You on Cross the Line Radio? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Cap?
Hey,
Captain Lazario, Captain Casual.
Hey, what's going on?
I was calling because I was at work, and when I had a notification on Facebook come up, and it was General Muhammad, I believe is his name. He was doing a class. It was called Chris Rock's Revenge. He said in it, the way that Chris Rock should get his manhood back would be to bang Will Smith's wife. I mean, to me, that's a good idea, but is that cool?
So you see this guy's laughing, So these dudes are just wicked, man. And we don't, the Spirit has had us, not chime in on these guys, and just stick to edification. But sometimes, we use this stuff to edify, and this guy's just the flavor of the week. All right, but we got to use these situations to edify and show you what not to do. All right, but basically, this guy is saying, he's laughing at this individual, this caller, his statement, which this caller is just for lack of a better term, a rod rider. Okay, he's just a zombie. Okay, but he said, it sounds like something. What do you say? It sounds like.
He said, to me, that's a good idea.
To me, that's a good idea. But what do the scriptures say? Okay, to you, that's a good idea because you're wicked. But what does the scripture say? What does YAHAWASHI have to say about it? Which we're going to go ahead and get into. As a matter of fact, let's pause. Let's put a pause on that video, and then we're going to get some precepts. Let's get because this is one of the 10 commandments. Let's get it. Exodus 20 and 15. Simple. Exodus 20 and 14, I'm sorry. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Now let's get that word adultery. Okay. Adultery, it says, usually of man. First of all, the Hebrew word is nawaf or nawaf. It says usually of man, always with wife of another. See that? Always with wife of another. Okay? A woman that breaketh wedlock. Okay? So that's what it says. always with wife of another. So you're with a wife of another man. Okay, and this is simple stuff, man. The scriptures tell you not to do these things, man. Because number one, a man's woman is his possession. Okay, that's his property. You can't just pop another man's woman. That's totally, totally off and wicked. So let's keep going.
Is that cool? Did you listen to the class tonight?
No, I didn't get all of it. Like I said, I was at work, and so I decided to call in here because it was the only number I got. So I caught it on Facebook.
No problem. I want you to listen to the whole thing. I'm just give you the scripture to what Jeremiah was speaking to when he said it. Hold on 1 second. What is it? Uriah? Yeah.
Why are you doing that? I just wanted to say too. I don't know if it's like a cool thing to say, like you got a favorite Israelite or whatever. But ICPK to me is where it's at. I don't think it gets no better than that. But General Muhammad, that guy right there, like every time I catch him, like do anytime he's talking, like he's giving. He's speaking. He just sets it off for me, man. That dude is on fire.
And like I said, this dude is just a rod rider, man. He is just a zombie of the ISUPK. All right, talking about this guy is on fire, and this guy just condoned committing adultery. So these guys, like I said, these guys just have followers, just for the hell of it, man.
I was just wanted to say that, but I just wanted to give him his props.
I appreciate that. So now, Second Samuel 12 and 11. Now you can go listen to the whole class because he broke it all down. But I'm gonna give you the scripture that Jeremiah was speaking to when he said it. Thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up evil against thee out of thine own house, and I will take thy wives from before thine eyes and give them.
And a lot of times, see, all you got to do with these guys, all you got to do is really read up, because they mangle the scriptures. So he says 2 Samuel 12. All you got to do really is read up a couple verses to see what it's talking about. So let's do that. Verse 2 Samuel 12 and 9. Let me let him finish his point, and then I'll bring it out.
Unto thy neighbor, and he shall lie with thy wives. Give them unto thy neighbor, thee out of thine own house, and I will take thy wives from before thine eyes, and give them unto thy neighbor, and he shall lie with thy wives in the sight of this son. So when you listen to the whole breakdown, you'll see he'll break down exactly what he was saying. Now, and the reason why he has to do that is because of brothers like yourself, sisters like yourself that are not in this body. So y'all don't understand what General Muhammad is saying. Like, I understood it when he said it on Monday. I knew exactly what he meant. I knew exactly the intent. But I also knew he was going to have to say something about it again on Thursday, because those that are not in this body would not understand what he was saying.
It's a hard saying. Who could understand that?
Yeah, like when Christ said, you must eat my body and drink my blood. So anybody can go listen to the class today. He broke.
So this is a hard saying. So these guys are just dancing around the scriptures, man. So this is supposed to be some hard saying. This is supposed to be a parable that everybody can't get, because that's basically what he's saying. He's saying, everyone outside the congregation doesn't understand. Well, what is it that you guys basically condone and commit adultery? That's basically what you're saying, okay, amongst your congregation. But you're trying to clean it up and say, well, watch the whole breakdown. Well, let's go into that. Let's go into that precept he brought up. All right. It says 2 Samuel, let's start at 12 and 9. Wherefore hast thou despised the commandment of the Lord to do evil in his sight? Thou hast killed Uriah the Hittite with the sword, and thou hast taken his wife to be thy wife, and thou hast slain him with the sword of the children of Ammon. So first of all, we read the commandment, right? Which is the 10 commandments, which there's really 613 commandments, but of the pillar commandment, the pillar 10 commandments, which is thou shalt not commit adultery, right? It says why basically the Lord is getting on David, on King David, basically saying you despise the commandment of the Lord, basically saying this is evil. It says you've killed Uriah the Hittite with the sword, and has taken his wife to be thy wife, and has slain him with the sword of the children of Ammon. Okay? So let's keep going. It says now, so this is clear that the Lord is not okay with that act that David did. Verse 10, now therefore the sword shall never depart from thine house, because thou hast despised me, and hast taken the wife of Uriah the Hittite to be thy wife. Okay? So he's judging David. He said, the sword shall never depart from thee, because thou hast despised me and taken the wife. So and that also proves, the brother made a good point, that approves that Uriah the Hittite had to be an Israelite. Okay, because if you take down your enemy, in war, we would take down the enemy. We would kill the men, and you would take their woman. All right, but you're not supposed to do that with Israelites. Okay, you're not supposed to do that with your own people. You can only do that with the heathen, is to kill them. Kill them really in righteousness, and you'll take their women. All right, there's nothing, that's lawful according to the Bible. All right, verse 12, for thou did it secretly, but I will do this thing before all Israel and before the sun. Okay, I'm sorry, verse 13, I skipped. It says, verse 11, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will raise up evil against thee out of thine own house, and I will take thy wives before thine eyes, and give them unto thy neighbor, and he shall live, and he shall lie with thy wives in the sight of this sun. Okay, so obviously this is judgment. Okay, and when you read down, it says when you read down, the child actually died. Okay, verse 14, howbeit because by this deed thou hast given great occasion to the enemies of the Lord to blaspheme, the child also that is born unto thee shall surely die. Okay, and it says, Nathan departed unto his house, and the Lord struck the child that Uriah's wife bare unto David, and it was very sick. Okay, so there you have it, man. There you have it. So this was a judgment. So they're trying to use this judgment, the Lord, basically in verse 11, where the Lord is basically saying, because the scriptures deal with fair judgment. The Lord deals with fair judgment, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. So this was a judgment because David had taken a wife of the wife of Uriah the Hittite. He said basically one of your neighbors, basically he's going to take his wives unto his neighbor. Okay? So that was a judgment. That doesn't mean that act is okay. All right? Because why would the Lord punish David in the first place if it was something that was okay? That was a judgment. That's what these dudes don't understand.
Down, thoroughly, and what he was speaking to. Okay, cool. Like I said, I just caught I think it was just a clip, it's on Facebook, but I think I think I watched the whole thing. Listen, I had brothers message me right away, like next day. Hey man, somebody sent me a clip of the general saying something. I said, yeah, I heard it myself. But yeah, so he broke it down.
Usually if they say something, if y'all say something, I'm with it. You know what I mean? I believe that.
Yeah,
even if I don't have complete explanation for it.
After you understand, you.
This guy's a zombie. Did you hear what he said? Usually, if y'all say something, I'm with it. even if I don't have the explanation for it. Wow. Listen to this again.
I don't have like
after
complete
you
explanation
understand,
for it.
after you understand, you'll be.
And I believe that. Usually, if y'all say something, I'm with it. You know what I mean? I believe that.
Yeah, you'll be
even
with
if I
it
don't
after
have like
you, after
complete
you
explanation
understand.
for it.
After you understand, you'll be with it too, right? You'll get what he's saying.
See that? And in the beginning, the brother was on point, because it says, "Woe unto you when men shall speak well of you." So this man is speaking well of them. He's saying, basically, you dudes is on point. He gave him props. He said, "You guys, that dude's on fire." He said, "Usually, you dudes," he said, "usually, I'm with it. Whatever you guys say." Well, what did the scriptures say? Oh, the scriptures say a prudent man looketh well to his going. Okay. So you gotta. Oh, and it said in the church of Thessalonica, it said that they search the scriptures daily to see whether those things be true. So you got to see whether those things be true. Okay. Also, the scriptures say, discern. It say, try the spirits whether they be of the Most High. So you got to go back to what the scriptures say, not what these evil ass men say. He said, usually what you guys say, I'm with it. So that's off, man. Verse Matthew 22 and 29. Yahawashi answered and said unto them, you do err, not knowing the scriptures nor the power of the Most High. So that's these guys, man. They err. They don't know the scriptures. They clearly don't know, because if they did, they wouldn't be making, just crazy statements like that. All right. So, that was that on that. Like I said, I just wanted to chime in on that, kind of edify on that whole thing. And, I'm going to end off by giving all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Kudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom.